Hey yo, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy MVBEATS. Welcome back on today's video. On this video guys, I'm gonna be taking you through mastering. I'm gonna be showing you how to master your songs with Ozone 8 guys. This is so powerful plugin. I like it. I call it 3-in-1 beast. For me, it's powerful. What I like about this plugin, especially for the new producers, for the beginners guys, this is so powerful because it has the master assistant feature. It's so powerful. You can just drop your song on there and just press the master assistant and it will do all the heavy job for you guys, just like that. So powerful. Then you can take it from there. Another feature that I like about this Ozone, it's because it has the referencing feature. It's so powerful. You can use any song of your favorite and reference from it and take it from there. Powerful. Another thing that I like about it is it's because it's a stand-alone plugin, right? You can run it without any DAW, right? You don't have to plug on your FL Studio. Now you can just run it just like that, boom, and work on. The first thing you want to do, I like you to just come to the input and output. You want to change it from the source, right? Change it from stereo and put it to mid-side, just like that. From stereo to mid-side, you boom. Then when it comes to this meshing thing, when it comes to this mode here, you want to keep it to analog, right? So now we're gonna be looking at our favorite plugins, right? Our major plugins. We're gonna be looking at 3 powerful plugins, right? So what are those plugins? So we're gonna be using an equalizer, we're going to be using dynamics, we're also going to be using we're going to be using maximizer. So meaning that the vintage tape, we're going to cut it off. The vintage compressor, we're going to cut it off. The imager, we're going to cut it off. Okay, imager, it's quite good, but on this video I won't be using imager guys. I'll just make another video especially for imager and show you how to use it in a good way. It's powerful, so I'm going to be focusing on that on maybe another video. But on this video I'm going to be showing how to use dynamics, right, to make your song wide, right? How to throw frequency speaker to speaker so you can make your song thick and powerful. So we're going to start with an equalizer. So when it comes to the equalizer guys, I want to add a lot of frequencies because my mix is well prepared, right? Another thing, make sure your mix is well mixed, it's well prepared, it's ready to go, so that you don't end up adding a lot of frequencies, a lot of dBs, about 10 dBs. No, I'm not a big fan of adding a lot of frequencies, right? I'm just going to be focusing on just a few bands here, right? So let's play the song. Before we do that, as you can see, this is the song wave. What you want to do here, you want to select the very loud part of your song. You know the loud part of your song. So this is the very loud part. We're going to be focusing this part. Why are we focusing on the loud part of the song, right? It's because we use the highs to master the lows, meaning that the higher the highs can go, it's the very same thing that the higher the lows can go. See, so let's play the song. Okay, I just want to tail out some of the lows here. So when it comes to the drop and the high mids, I won't add anything because my mix it's bright enough. It's fine. I won't add a lot. I'm okay. Now let's jump on to the dynamics guys. I'm gonna be showing you something interesting here. Look at this. We have 4 different bands. We're gonna be focusing on each and every band right here, right, one after the other. We have the low mids, the high mid, and the treble. So I like to keep my low from 20 Hz to 200 Hz, just like that. And I like to keep my low mid from 200 Hz to 200k Hz. This, and my high mids from 200k Hz to 10k Hz, and my treble from 10k to 20k Hz. Powerful, right? We're gonna be focusing on the low. I like to start with the low, right, and gradually go high and high and higher and higher, right? So another thing, I like to solo the band that I'm focusing on, that I'm working on. Like for example, I will be starting with the low, so I will be solo this. Another thing, when it comes to the stereo, you want to change it from stereo to mid side. This is how you do the magic. This is how you apply the magic. This is how you make your song wide, how you add that 3D sound, mid sides. I think this is how the pros do it. I think they use these mid sides. Powerful mid side. They use the sides, guys. Okay, so now you want to start with the mids, right? Remember, we are focusing on the band, on the low band, right? So you want to play that. So on the low band, there will be no magic, right? Because this is a low band, right? I don't like to separate my band to make them wide. How can you put a stereo field on the lows on your kick drum? You cannot do that. You want to keep the dynamic, the power, right? So what you want to do here on the limiter and compressor, you want to just put the attack down to 0 on both compressor and limiter, right? On the parallel, dry, right? Sides, shut down the side. So we're done with the lows. Let's jump onto the low mid. On the low mid, you want to do the very same thing, right? You want to start from the mids. Remember, the mids are so important, right? And sorry about that. On the lows, we don't compress the lows, guys. Just put it up 0, right? So let's jump on to the low mids. On the low mids, you want to do the very same thing. Attack 0, release 0, attack 0, release 0. On the parallel side, dry, right? I won't compress it a lot. I'll compress it a bit, about maybe 5 decibels. This is a very tiny compression, right? Because I want to keep the power. So I won't put too much compression. So now you want to solo the mids. Sorry about that. You're going to be focusing on this. You want to solo the band that you are focused on. Right, on the mids we are done. Now let's jump onto the sides. This is how you throw frequency speaker to speaker, right? So the sides, you want to turn the sides on, right? What you want to do, remember, on the sides, we only mess with the release, right? I like to do, you can mess with the attack, but when you dial in and find your own settings depending on the record. For me, on this record, I think messing with the release is suitable for this record, right? So every record is different, guys. Dial in and find the settings, right? So let's play. The sides. Remember, on the sides we compress. We need to compress the sides so that when we throw them on, they don't overlap our mids. They don't just squash everything, because our mids are so important, right? I want to compress this. You can also solo the sides so that you can hear what you're working on, right? Solo that, play. So we go to the side. So now let's go to the current band, gain it. Guys, you can hear the difference when I pull up this knob. You can hear the effect, guys. And this is good so far. I can only add this much, right? So we are done with the low mids. Now let's jump on to the high mids. So onto the high mids, you want to do the very same thing. You start from the mids, right? On the mids, you want to just pull down the attack, release 0, attack 0, release 0. On the parallel side, dry, keep it dry. Compress, we don't compress our mids. Let's play. You want to solo the high mids. Another thing, guys, you can just play back and forth, play in context with different bands, like the low mids and the high mids, so that you can hear the difference. Right? You can just go back and forth. Right? Just add the low mids. Right. So now we're gonna be focusing on the high mids. Okay, we're already done with these tweaks. We want to jump on to our sides, right? Let's play our sides. You can also solo your sides so that you can be able to hear the sound that you are working on. We are working on the sides now. You can just play solo so that you can hear only the sides, right? Right, so you want to just unclick that. So what you want to do on the sides, remember, we only mess with the release, right? On the dry, it's fine. Sides, keep it wet. We want to compress our sides. About 60.7 dB. We are ready to go. Now let's just go on and throw on our sides and keep the dynamics on. I think this is good. This sounds good. So let's jump on to our trombone, our last band. You want to solo that. So I'm going to be playing in context with the high mids, right? So select that. So what you want to do, want to go back to the mids, do the very same thing, attack 0, release 0, right? The parallel, dry, right? Compression 0, do not compress. Sides, what you want to do, want to mess with the release only, then we compress our sides. About this 58, it's fine. Now you want to just go on and throw on the frequency, the dynamics. About 6.2, that's the best. We're ready to go. We good, guys. This is how you add some stereo. This is how you make your song wide, guys. So I won't put much time trying to tweak, guys. This is for you. You can just plug and play. You can just plug on and put more time on screen, dial in and find your own settings, guys. So I think we are done with these. So now let's jump on to the gain. So on the gain, let's come to this mode thing here. I like to use mode 3, the intelligent release control tool. So powerful, clear and sharp limmering curve that preserve the peaks. This is so powerful. So when it comes to the character, I don't like to make my character more than 1. It can be 95 down. So 95, 80, it's fine, good. So now we're gonna be messing around with the threshold to gain the song. Let's play it. So let's just go back and play everything and put everything on here. Right, so let's go back to our Maximus. Okay, let's mess with the threshold. So far, I think this is good. This is a good loudness for this record. It's good, guys. It's good. So the final thing that you wanna add, tethering. You wanna just go to tethering and click that and switch it on. Then on the beat depth, you wanna keep it on the default setting, 16 CD quality. That's fine. So on the theta amount, you wanna keep it strong. That's fine. By default, you get it here on the medium. but you want to just click strong. Then on the noise shaping, it's fine, keep it raw as it is, high. Then you're ready to go. When you export your song, export it with this feature on, then you're good to go, guys. This is how I use Ozone 8 to master my song. It's so powerful. This is how you add dynamics and how to keep the dynamics together with loudness. This is your boy MVBEATS. We make power music, guys. If you like the video, just share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so whenever I upload a new video you get notified. This is your boy MVBEATS. We make power music, guys. See you in the next piece.